Live from the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, this is the 2018 Great American Conference Basketball Championships. Hello, friends. I'm Paul Smith. We're one day into this tournament. We had a great day of action yesterday, and we've got another one coming today. Looking at yesterday's action in opening round games, Northwestern Oklahoma on the men's side beat Southern Arkansas in the 2-7 matchup, and in the 1-8 matchup, it was Southern Nazarene over Ouachita. On the women's side, Arkansas Tech downed East Central in the 2-7, and then Southwestern Oklahoma beat Oklahoma Baptist in the 1-8 matchup. Now we have the 3-6 and 4-5 matchups today. We will start off with this matchup between the 4th seed on the men's side, Southeastern Oklahoma against 5th-seeded Arkansas Tech. The winner of this one gets to move on to play tomorrow at noon against Southern Nazarene, who topped Ouachita Baptist in the first game of the championship event. Coming up right after this, we've got East Central and UAM in the 3-6 matchup. Then the second session, it's women's matchups. It'll be Harding against Southeastern Oklahoma State at 5:45, and then at 8 o'clock, Henderson State and Ouachita. 4 great games today. At courtside to call the action are Michael Westbrook and Joey McWilliams. Gentlemen, the call is yours.
All right, thank you, Paul. For Arkansas Tech, the 5th seed, the Wonder Boys led by head coach Chad Klein. The starters, number 0, Montrell Williams, a senior from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Number 3, Alex Brown, a junior from Vernon, Florida. Number 11, R.J. Glasper, a freshman from Forest City, Arkansas. Number 12, Freddie Lee, a junior from Clarksville, Arkansas. At number 15, Josiah Thomas, a sophomore from Edmonton, Canada. On the other side, the 4 seed, Southeastern Oklahoma State, and head coach Kelly Green in his 7th season. Number 2, Adam Dworsky, a freshman from Flower Mound, Texas. Number 3, Tori Everett, a junior from Richardson, Texas. Number 4, Markel Henderson, a senior from Boswell, Oklahoma. Number 15, Jet Joby, a junior from Tuttle, Oklahoma. And number 20, Kevin Buckingham, a sophomore from Keller, Texas. Arkansas Tech in the highlighter yellow uniforms, and Southeastern Savage Storm in the gray uniforms.
You know, I was thinking that same thing, Mike. A little bit of a highlighter feel there to it.
And the opening tip won by Arkansas Tech. We're at the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Quarterfinal action on the men's side. Freddie Lee to the rim. Just couldn't quite will it in that time, and a rebound from Southeastern.
Great movement by the Wonder Boys right off the bat. Good screens, good ball movement. Kind of pace I expect to see from both these squads all day long.
Dworsky to Job. And that one's at the rim from Dworsky. He misses close as well. Montrell Williams with his first rebound. Quick step to the lane and a basket for Josiah Thomas.
Well, right off the bat, one of the things you see then with this Arkansas Tech offense, all those screens, all that ball movement, if Southeastern's going to stay in a man-to-man defense, there has to be some switching going on because the opportunities are opening up straight to the lane.
Everett had Dworsky open. The pass wasn't quite on line. Second effort underneath by Buckingham. 8th best rebounder in the league at 6.5 a game. You know he'll play an impact down low today.
No doubt. You know, there are a couple players, Michael, right now on the court, 3 in the GAC that are in the top 10 in both points and rebounds, and 2 of them are on the court right now, including Kevin Buckingham for Southeastern.
Freddie Lee, a mainstay on this team for Arkansas Tech at the point guard position the last several years. He's one of the best facilitators in the league, but he'll have a shot this time. Offensive rebound. Oh, Montrell Williams passing up an open 3. He's better around the rim. He's got some high-flying action. Thomas will drive again, partially blocked. Buckingham clears the glass.
2 boards already, and he goes up high. And one of the things he does well, and I say that just as it went through Job's hands,
misplay there,
is the fact that he goes up and brings it down. Solid brings it down. Lots of times you might see someone get up that high, tip it around, see what they can do with it. He'll bring it down himself.
Lee with a long look over to Coach Klein on the sidelines. In his 4th season, assistant coach is Prince Johnson. A record of 18-10. Another misfire on a 3, this time from R.J. Glasper. Savage Storm have trouble with the rebound. About 2.5 minutes in, a 2-2 game. A lot of ball movement from the Wonder Boys, and a 15-footer drops in from Alex Brown.
I think it went about 16 or 17 feet up before it came down.
Henderson firing over Brown. A rebound on the ground for Montrell Williams.
Wow. Boy, right place, right time for that.
Alex Brown misfiring on a three. Brown averages 13 points a game. A little sloppy for the Savage Storm. They will keep the basketball. Dworsky bounced it off his foot. I think Lee caused some of the problem there too.
Well, Michael, we talked about an up-tempo pace, and we're seeing it right now. Of course, if there's anything to look at that, Southeastern can keep this pace going. One of the lesser-scoring teams in the conference, though, coming in at about 75 points per game. That's good enough for only 11th out of the 12 teams in the GAC. Arkansas Tech, scoring at a clip of about 85 points a game.
Yeah, that's second best in the league. Quite the difference there.
It really is, but the pace is the same. Just get those shots to fall.
Tech going to Thomas a lot in the early going. Josiah Thomas only averages 6 a game. There's Montrell Williams straightening up on Buckingham. Too strong.
Wow, and that was a perfect look. Well off the mark.
Dworsky swings it to Everett. He'll drive. Tap back in. Buckingham.
Oh, wow. And he came, it seemed like from off your screen. Knew exactly what was going to happen there, timed that perfectly. Good job by Buckingham.
Count as a rebound for Buckingham as well. He has 4. Out of bounds off of Glasper, and that'll bring us to the first media timeout. There's Kelly Green in his 7th season leading the Savage Storm. We're back in a moment. This is the GAC Sports Network.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Arkansas Tech cheerleaders, always a mainstay here at the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville. We've just hit the first media timeout between the Wonder Boys and the Savage Storm.
They can even defy gravity.
4-4 game. Good look at those highlighter yellow uniforms there.
You know, and you see Freddie Lee, he has something on his left arm too. And one of the things about college basketball and the uniforms long ago, they said you could wear the shirts underneath them, but they're supposed to match,
right,
you know, the uniform color that you have. I don't know where you find a highlighter yellow T-shirt.
I don't know. I guess you take a
you just can't match that exactly.
NCAA Division II highlighter and that I have in my hand here and mark it up yourself. I don't know. I like the look.
No, I do too. And I'll tell you what else. You know what? It also, I think it goes with the pace of play too.
Sure.
I mean, it's a bright look, and I'll tell you what, keeping up with as quick as these Wonder Boys move on offense.
Well, Buckingham inside, why not outside? He's got 7 in the early going to go along with 4 rebounds, and he has led the way for Southeastern, all 7 points.
And he has developed as a player over the course of this past season, really to become a force in the GAC. Stepped onto the scene last year coming out of Texas and really started to make his way onto the team. They were still finding themselves last year, the Savage Storm, as a team. But between Buckingham and Job, what they do for and what they mean for this Southeastern squad, it just grows all the time.
Alex Brown has 5 points. We're tied at 7. Yeah, Buckingham out of Keller, Texas, was homeschooled. Dworsky firing inside to Buckingham and out of bounds.
Well, Buckingham's 6'6". He's not 6'10".
Yeah. He has a tough assignment going up against Montrell Williams.
I'll tell you what, that is the matchup to watch today here in our first game. See which one can come out on top. I expect both to shine.
Freddie Lee passing to Glasper. Not much for Glasper so far. Nice pass to Williams. Couldn't finish. 5-on-4 for a moment with Jeremy Grace down. Just checked in for Tech. Baseline jumper's going to rattle in. Tori Everett.
Had a look at Glasper just a moment ago. Freshman of the year in the GAC, second in the conference in scoring. Well, that's something that Coach Klein has to be excited about, having someone stick around for a while like that. You put that kind of point production in your first outing, and you can build around that for future seasons.
Absolutely. Dworsky running the point, averaging 8 points a game, 5th in the league in assists, 4.9 a game. But this time the assist is from Everett to Markel Henderson inside.
And what a quick touch. Wow.
Henderson, 13th best scorer in the league, 14.4 a game.
We talk about coming to his own this year. I think Henderson really has. He's dealt with some injuries in the past, but what he has done and what he's accomplished for this Savage Storm team now, it's one of those things too with Job and Buckingham, relatively young. Buckingham, of course, a sophomore, Job a junior. To what Henderson then means to them, he's a senior this year. I think Coach Green would like to have him one more year and see if they can take it a step farther.
Sure. Great defense from Buckingham. Here he is setting a screen. They'll try to get it to him on the mismatch against Freddie Lee. Draws a triple team and finds Henderson in the corner for 3.
Wow. Well, anytime you get double or triple team, that means somebody's open, and Henderson was the one to find.
Tell you what, I'm agreeing with you from what I've seen out of Buckingham so far. The presence to post up, realize that there was defense coming at him. He's doing everything right now. Offensive foul. The call.
By committee.
I wasn't sure for a second. Two officials coordinated with each other to make the offensive foul call as Dworsky stood in and took the charge, and foul goes to Grace.
Well, you know, and I say that, and that's not a derogatory statement. I would rather the officials, you know, decide, hey, listen, one of them could think one or the other. Let's make the right call.
Our officials, Kendall Holberby, Leon Wilson, and Nathan Bemis. Dworsky and Job up top for Southeastern. Subs in the game for the Savage Storm, and a 3 goes for DJ Henderson.
And Coach Klein's seen
Nothing
enough.
like getting your first shot in there. And Tech wants to take a timeout.
Well, that's how you come off the bench.
Absolutely. We'll step away as well. 12:15 to play first half. Southeastern with a 17-9 lead on the GAC Sports Network. Seventeen to 9, Southeastern with a lead on Arkansas Tech. 12:15 to play first half, and Joey, the Savage Storm shooting 58% so far in the early going. And they're led by Buckingham, who has had just about a perfect game.
I think it is a perfect game. I mean, you throw an assist in. He's been on the court all 8 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field, including 1 from behind the arc, 5 rebounds to boot. I don't know that I don't think you can find a flaw in his game right now, and that's not even really considering what he's done on the defensive end of the ball as well. He has no personal fouls, and yet he has redirected plays around where he is. A fantastic way to start this game for Buckingham.
Mason Klein on the floor for the first time for Arkansas Tech. Klein is a junior from Springdale, Arkansas. This is a Southeastern team that finished with an 8-14 record last year, good for 9th place in the conference. And the year prior, 9-13. That was also 9th place. So it's
Exactly.
quite the turnaround from Southeastern. Job will dial up a 3. That grazed the net and nothing more, and a rebound from Jeremy Grace.
Yeah, I don't think he used all the digits when he made that call. Came up a little short. Well, you know, we talked yesterday about Southern Nazarene and, you know, having to get over the hump, trying to take it to the next level, and really for Southern Nazarene to win in the quarterfinal game for the men's team. I think for Southeastern, just getting past that 9th spot, getting here to Bartlesville, and we're seeing now, at least in the early going, as Buckingham is in fact human, we're seeing in the early going what this Savage Storm team has the potential to do once they're here.
Well, I thought that was almost an automatic for Buckingham there, but couldn't get it to go. Inside to Zane King. He has it knocked away. A Southeastern team that was in this spot in 2015. Job hits his first bucket.
Yeah, he put the area code in that time.
Southeastern was the 4 seed in 2015. Arkansas Tech was the 5 seed. And Arkansas Tech won that opening round matchup 95-83 and went on to win the championship over East Central. Klein, his 3 is offline. Dworsky wants to run a bit. And decided to wait on everybody.
Exactly. They really sat down here. Well, we talk about Southeastern then for just a moment as they have the 11-point advantage right now. My question coming in then today, and we actually talked about this a little earlier, I just want to know which Southeastern team is going to stand up. Which one's going to show up here today?
Another 3 from DJ Henderson, and another timeout from Arkansas Tech.
I think the question's been answered, but we may address this after the break.
We'll step away again. It's a big lead for the Savage Storm, 23-9 on the Wonder Boys on the GAC Sports Network.
What makes Henderson a better choice in education? Is it the campus or the buildings? Is it class size or professors with PhDs? Is it the cost, the value? What is it about Henderson?
It's me.
A strong educational foundation from Henderson put Richard Jacobs on the road to becoming a doctor. Today, he's at the forefront of pediatric research and care. Henderson prepares today's students for tomorrow because what counts is what you become. Henderson State University.
Talking about Southeastern needing to get over the hump a bit. They lead 23-9 against Arkansas Tech. They have not won a tournament game here at the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, and they've consistently been in the middle of the pack. Coach Kelly Green in his 7th season. Going back to 2012, they were the 5 seed. Lost by 20 points to Ouachita in the opening round. They were the 4 seed in 2013, lost to Ouachita in that one as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's lost on Coach Kelly Green either. No doubt about that, Michael. You talk about Southeastern and which Southeastern team is going to come and show up in Bartlesville. Well, right now, at least through the first half of the first half, we're seeing a very solid Southeastern team. This is a Savage Storm team that opened the GAC schedule against preseason favorite Arkansas Monticello, wins that game to open the new year, wins 4 straight conference games. It had been 3 or 4 years since that had happened for the Storm. And then it's also a Southeastern team that's given up 100-plus points to East Central twice and finishes the regular season on a 3-game losing streak. So which one of these teams is going to show up here today?
Collision.
So we're going to see a review right now of what's going on the court. After the rebound, possible contact. I don't know that it's not a dead ball contact. We saw that last night, but a possible contact. So right now, the officials are going to review this play. And we have an opportunity to see this as well.
Rebound from Everett. Glasper was reaching in to try to get the basketball from him.
Tough to see from that angle if contact was made or not. That would be the issue, and an elbow like that would almost seem to warrant beyond what's called a common foul.
Right.
But again, it's tough to see from that angle if there was contact or if Glasper was simply getting out of the way. Now, he did seem little slow getting up after the fact.
I'm not that old, Joey, but in my day they told us to get those elbows out and turn them a little bit, but can't really do that too much anymore. It looked like he was just trying to kind of clear a little space, but he already had the rebound there.
Yes, he did already have the rebound there.
This might give us a little bit better look. That was right after it.
I'd like to disabuse you of the idea that you're not that old, but I know I'm older, so that's okay. That's all right.
You said it.
Now, and you know what? We heard that too. I mean, I know that rules have been changed against him for the safety of the players, but you know that's important.
Well, Glasper
that's
really
one of those things. Yeah, he
went back
backed
quickly,
away,
so makes it look like, you know, based off of that he probably was hit by the elbow. Kind of hard to fake that one, I would think.
No,
I don't know if that was fake news. I don't think it was.
I would imagine, and you know, again, if anything, I can't imagine this being more than a 1.
Yeah.
Flagrant 1, which would entail technical shots.
Let's see. Yeah, I think they are definitely calling something here because Everett is now having a conversation with the official, trying to explain his case, and now Coach Klein visiting with the official as well. We'll get it all sorted out here in a moment.
It's going to be an inbound, Michael.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I believe that the officials have I don't know if there's
no call there.
Well, you hear the phrase often, conclusive evidence. And so that's where we are right now. I guess there was no conclusive evidence.
Turns out just a little delay, no change. Stays with the Savage Storm.
And one adjustment, too, into the lineup for Southeastern, Labano.
Jose Labano from Brazil. Try to work it to him inside, I would imagine. 6'9", 230. Everett found a seam to the baseline. His pull-up jumper is good. Well, Glasper scored his first bucket a moment ago. Not able to heat up enough, though. Misses that one, and Job has the rebound. Also, Miles Nesbitt on the floor for Southeastern.
Well, you know, the shot's just not falling right now for Arkansas Tech. Southeastern's defense has been pretty solid. Nice strip that time by Lee, by the way. But a part of that also, you know, just really, there have been shots that have come up. Good looks, too, that just aren't going in. You know, hits the rim 2 or 3 times, bounces away. Arkansas Tech shooting 5 of 20 right now, 25% from the field, 12.5% from behind the arc. That's not what we're accustomed to seeing from the Wonder Boys.
Arkansas Tech team that averages about 45% as a team, 7th best in the league. 2nd best scoring offense, 85.3 a game.
Yeah.
Montrell Williams has been out of the game for a while, and he hasn't sat down on the sidelines as Brown gets the finger roll. He has 7. I think Montrell's about to come back in now.
Well, you talk about what Arkansas Tech can do. I mean, open up the season against Minnesota Crookston, put 114 points on the board.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Buckingham with 1-3 already. Not this time. He'll get it back. Back down his defender and an easy layup.
Tipped around, he's going to pad his stats with a rebound and get 2 more points. And honestly, Michael, that was a little bit too easy. The defense shifted when the ball was tipped high, and Buckingham able to back down and get a nice open look.
Glasper, the GAC Freshman of the Year. They get it out to Klein, and he knocks home a 3.
Great shot. Good ball movement that time. Klein could take it in stride.
Glasper, a first-team selection. Have to go to the second team before you find an accolade for Southeastern. That was Kevin Buckingham. Into the corner, Henderson got it to go.
And Henderson also on that GAC, all GAC second team as well. That was a nice lead-in.
6 points for Henderson on 2 made threes. Glasper, the contact, plus the foul as Everett will be called for his first. Media timeout, inside 8 to play here in the first half, 6:50 remaining. 30-16, Southeastern leads Arkansas Tech. We're back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
Opportunity begins here.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University.
Seize your opportunity. Soar to new heights with our nationally accredited aviation program.
Seize your opportunity.
Southeastern's renowned education program has launched thousands of teaching careers.
Seize your opportunity.
From occupational safety, health and business to behavioral and natural sciences.
Seize your opportunity.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University.
SC.edu.
Log on now
and seize your opportunity.
Arkansas Tech women's basketball team played yesterday, picked up a close victory against East Central. And they're getting to watch the men's team play here today, but right now it's all Southeastern, 30-18.
Well, there's Klein, got a nice three-pointer to get them back to within, closer now. It's a 12-point deficit. You showed the Arkansas Tech women's team just a moment ago. Of course, the victory yesterday as they continue to move along, and I still say that when Arkansas Tech's women's team plays a close quarterfinal game, whoever has to meet them in the semis, look out, because you're going to be in for a tough row. But also one of the things that the GAC does here in Bartlesville is the teams that played on Thursday, on Friday, will go visit elementary schools and will go read to kids or play with kids and just be a part and be active in what's going on in the community. And I think the conference does a fantastic thing in doing that, especially I think it's a blessing for the folks at Bartlesville as well.
Absolutely. We heard Bob Pomeroy talk about that yesterday. And by the way, it'll be either Ouachita or Henderson who is going to get the opportunity to take on Arkansas Tech. We'll have that game later for you today. Everett, a baseline jumper. He has 6.
Well, and he should take that. Brown gave him at least 4 feet of space. Yep. And just to turn around, square up, and take the shot.
These are 2 of the 4 schools that have both their men's and their women's teams here in the tournament. Williams has it stripped away. Henderson comes away with it for Southeastern.
You mentioned it yesterday. Nice steal.
Watch out. Here's Montrell Williams. Missed the short shot.
Dvorsky did just enough to get in the way but not draw a foul.
Job misses the 3.
You mentioned it yesterday, Michael. One of the neat things about the tournament in his 7th year, wow.
Go ahead, yeah.
Is the fact that all 12 member schools in the Great American Conference are represented in Bartlesville this weekend.
Pretty awesome to see. Oklahoma Baptist had a tough-fought game against Southwestern in the women's side last night.
Wow.
Never seen a game like that. An 18-0 run from Oklahoma Baptist followed by a 25-0 run from Southwestern.
To say it's a game of runs last night, that is a major understatement.
Buckingham has led the way for the Savage Storm, but he'll give to Job this time. Henderson, he's feeling it from outside.
Well, we just mentioned, you led into him just a moment ago. All GAC second teamer showing his stuff right now for this Bartlesville crowd.
He averages 14.4 a game. He has 11 here in the first half. Freddie Lee back in to run the point. And he's going to try to get some offense. Foul on Dvorsky.
Michael, that lane has been open for Lee and the highlighter yellow throughout the afternoon. It's something I really believe the Wonder Boys should take more advantage of.
Only 1 free throw so far in the first half for Arkansas Tech. It was Glasper's and 1 play. Freddie Lee, a 67% free throw shooter. Josiah Thomas is back in. A lot of times you'll see teams get back into a game like this by being the more physical team, getting to the rim, getting some fouls. And that's the first point of the contest for Freddie Lee. Southeastern by 15.
Arkansas Tech team that's scored 90 or more points 11 times this season. Topped the century mark 3 times. Just 20 on the board right now.
Good hustle from Buckingham. I know he didn't finish there, but.
Yeah, you're right. Stripped away. That's a great job by Williams.
And here's Montrell Williams dropping in a three-pointer.
Well, it's definitely the marquee matchup. And they face off now with Southeastern on offense.
Buckingham's gotten around Williams twice. And an offensive foul is the call. Well, how about that? 2 times in a row, Buckingham has been able to skirt past Williams, and Freddie Lee has made the difference.
Yeah.
He took the charge. First foul on Buckingham. 3rd foul on the Savage Storm, and now a technical foul on Coach Green.
Michael, I think that's the first time we've seen that here this weekend. Not often with the 12-point advantage that you see that show up. Let's go back.
I think he was disappointed in the last 2 trips down where Buckingham did not get a foul call his way.
On either of those.
Yeah.
Well, we said a little earlier, this Coach Green has, in his 7th season now, that's been around at Southeastern as long as the Savage Storm has been a member of the GAC. Struggled in Bartlesville, struggled getting to Bartlesville. Think a victory is important to him today?
Absolutely. Well, no doubt Glasper will be the free throw shooter here, the league's best free throw shooter, 92.1%. Sounds like a radio station. No. That's a key moment in this first half. Stops play. And Glasper makes both.
Well, he hesitated on that second one. That was a when you get a shooter in rhythm, I think if you're going to take the shot like that, you'd rather have the rhythm. When he hesitated, I thought he might, pull the string on it, come up a little bit short. I mean, he drained it.
I called a lot of games for Ouachita this year, and Wesley Franklin, when he shoots free throws, has a long pause as he's shooting, and it always I was leaning in as he was shooting. Kind of felt that way there. Big rebound from Everett.
That's, by the way, that shot was indicative of how this has gone, though, for the most part for Arkansas Tech. Bounced 3 times on the rim, twice looked like it was going to fall in and still drifted away.
Dworsky strong to the rim, and now the fouls are being called. And we'll have the media timeout. 3:49 to play in the first half. Southeastern at the free throw line and a 10-point lead when we come back on the GAC Sports Network.
Southern Nazarene University was just ranked the best college in the state of Oklahoma by Money Magazine. That's big news, but it's not a surprise to us. Money ranks SNU as one of the top 50 colleges you can actually get into, and in the top 50 most affordable private colleges in the nation. Why travel when Southern Nazarene University is right here in Bethany, Oklahoma? Inspired academic excellence in a success-driven environment. Southern Nazarene University, the best college in Oklahoma.
Back at the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, Michael Westbrook along with Joey McWilliams and Paul Smith. Paul will have an update for us at halftime on Montrell Williams and how you can help support him and a chance to get him onto the Final Four. I'm not going to give away too many more details at this point, so stay tuned for that.
I get to be a part of that.
That's
how
right.
I can help.
Yes, you can
All
help.
right.
Doug Self can help. Everybody, Josh Collins can help. But you got to stay tuned and listen to Paul at halftime to find out how. So. Regular season matchups between these two teams. Speaking of Montrell Williams, he had a game-winning 30-foot three-pointer for Arkansas Tech to win back in November.
And that was at Durant.
That's right.
Of course, the other game was a 7-point contest at Tucker Coliseum as well. So Tech's won the regular season, swept the Storm. I think Williams would like to move on, as you were talking about. We'll leave that to Paul here in just a moment. But I think today, he'd just like to cut into what's now an 11-point deficit, get his team back in.
First point for Adam Dworsky. Averages 8 points a game, but we're used to seeing him get the ball into hands of his other scorers. He has the best assist to turnover ratio in the league at 3.4. Glasper swings it inside to Williams, and we have a foul. They call it on Markel Williams from the front side there. Buckingham was looking for the block behind Montrell Williams.
Well, you talked about Williams and his buzzer beater from 30 feet. Dvorsky had one of those as well. That one on the road at Shawnee, giving Southeastern an 89-86 victory. And that one was from about half court too. We've seen some long-range buzzer beaters. Of course, we talked yesterday about Northwestern handing Southern Nazarene its only loss of the season, and that was from about half court, a buzzer beater, as the Rangers were down 2. That was Green.
Both free throws missed for Williams, and that is going to stay with Arkansas Tech. Well, and not a buzzer-beating 3, but Southeastern down the stretch, playing at Ouachita, hit a couple of threes within the final minute of the game to win that one. It's a long season. You end up having a lot of big plays like that. Glasper finds Lee, redirects, now shoots.
That was a nice pump fake. Very nice pump fake. Lee's had opportunities. He really has.
0 for 3 from the floor.
And and you're exactly right. I hadn't got to that. That surprises me that the shots haven't fallen yet. You have to think they're going to fall for Lee here in just a moment.
He's played 16 minutes of the first half. He'll pick up a foul here. First foul on Lee, 5th team foul. Southeastern by 12 with 3 minutes to play in the first half.
Screen was too far out.
Dvorsky almost traveled. 5 on the shot clock. Henderson runs over Klein, offensive foul.
Well, you see Dvorsky trying to get open out front. A screen set, but the screen's too far out. Not enough room for him to get a good head of steam, and by the time that Henderson did get the pass inside, shot clock winding down, pressure there to get it toward the basket, he commits the foul.
Miles Nesbitt back in for Southeastern. Glasper sitting on 7 first half points right now. Tech's 3 of 12 from downtown as Glasper drives in. Got to call it the same way. Another charge.
Now look at the difference on defense that time, Michael. And Southeastern has adjusted. Players coming off. It's still a man-to-man defense, but players come off and get into the lane. That time Nesbitt steps in and takes the charge, where in the early going, that lane was wide open for the Wonder Boys to exploit. So that's a nice, decent defensive shift for Coach Green and his team.
DJ Henderson with a couple of three-pointers back out on the court for the Savage Storm. Winding down the first half, a 12-point Southeastern lead. Southeastern's not had a field goal in the last 3 minutes of action. Will that change here? It won't. A rebound for Alex Brown.
Nice board.
Hard drive by Thomas, but too strong on the layup attempt. Travel. Yep, traveling on Everett. And he took off and ran with it.
I'll tell you, I think that's a call that's not made often enough. And I mean, fill in your favorite NBA joke there, but nice to see that called because, yeah, he forgot that whole dribbling thing there for just a moment.
Tech's gone about 2.5 minutes without a basket, so offense is slowing down a bit here. Klein, long 3. Brown, offensive rebound.
Just got inside. Perfect position to grab that board. He has some long arms and strong arms to bring those rebounds in. Knows what to do once he gets it.
That's 9 for Brown. I think if you're Southeastern, if you hold down the fort here for the last minute 20, you're going to be really happy going into halftime. Dvorsky hits.
Brown had 9 rebounds the last time these two teams played.
Of course, Southeastern the 4 seed, but they were tied for 3rd with East Central. Pass goes too high and out of bounds.
Well, let me tell you, that's an easy tiebreaker right there.
Tell me about it.
There's no doubt East Central got the better of Southeastern both times this season. I mean, averaging 110 points of offense.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was an easy tie. Now, a tougher tiebreaker might be, I don't know, if 4 women's teams in the conference each had a record of 8 and 14.
Yeah, I think we had that.
Yeah, we did have that. We've had some weird tiebreakers in the GAC before, but that one was that one wasn't a tough one.
Dworsky, clear path to the basket, and it wouldn't go.
Well, he left-handed side, and he did the scoop shot with his right hand.
Oh, that's a game changer there. Alex Brown hits at the other end.
Sure is. That's a 5-point swing. And, Michael, there's a reason that you practice left-handed layups.
That's right. 120. East Central scored 120 on Southeastern.
Yeah.
15 on the shot clock, maybe the final shot for Southeastern. They want a timeout. We'll keep it right here with 20 seconds to play in the first half.
Yeah, that's the use it or lose it. You need to go ahead and take that, Coach Green. Good decision there. Take advantage of 13 seconds left here on the shot clock.
39-30, Southeastern with the lead on Arkansas Tech. You see Coach Klein huddling up his team.
Well, we talk about that East Central team, by the way. We get a chance to see them here in just a few moments. A matchup, a rematch of last year's title game.
This will be the 6th time they played each other the last 2 years,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah. Oh, that was a fun one, too. East Central winning the championship last year.
Arkansas Monticello, the 6th seed this year.
That's probably the biggest surprise in the league.
I think so. I really do. We've had some surprises. I think the position Southeastern put itself in is as a 3, tied for 3rd there. East Central, maybe people might have thought they would have finished a little bit higher. I think Monticello, though, is the biggest shock, and I think, well, we'll talk about it in the second half.
Nesbitt into the corner to Jet Job with 3 on the shot clock. He knocks it down. Final chance here for Arkansas Tech. Glasper with 2 seconds. Off the glass and in. Both sides bury 3-pointers at the end of the first half.
Wow. That's fun.
Absolutely. 42-33 our halftime score. Southeastern with the lead on Arkansas Tech. We've been talking a lot about Montrell Williams and his dunking prowess. Haven't seen it yet. Maybe we will in the second half. Tell us a little bit more about that, Paul Smith.
Well, thank you, Michael. Montrell Williams from the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys basketball team was the only GAC representative to take part in the Dark Horse Dunker competition. This was a 16-man online fan vote, with the winner of this getting the 8th spot at the State Farm Slam Dunk and 3-Point Championships in San Antonio at the Division I Final Four. Montrell Williams still active in this competition. He is one of the final 4 participants. And right now, I'm going to show you how you can hashtag VoteTrell to help get Montrell Williams down to San Antonio. As one of 4 representatives, there are 2 Division I players, Montrell being a Division II rep and a Division III representative from New York. First thing you do is pull out your device, whether it's an iPad, iPhone, computer, go to www.darkhorsedunker.com. I'll give you a couple seconds to type that in and hit enter. Once you're there, you'll see on this first bracket, you can just click on whichever player. There's 2 options. The 2 players in this one are Dimitri Thompson from Elon and Max Pierce from Purchase College. Let's get a hashtag Small College Slam in the final. So let's vote for the Division III representative, Max Pierce. That vote's done. He needs a little bit of help. Now we get to the main event. Montrell Williams on the left, Tom Lacey from Navy on the right. I think you know who we're voting for here. And you will see, by going to bracket 2, Montrell Williams still needs a little bit of help. He's at 45%. The voting will run through Wednesday. We're going to try to get him to the final round to where he can compete against the winner of the other side, with that winner going to San Antonio to take part in the Slam Dunk Championships at the Final Four. You can vote daily from each device. We encourage you to do that now. 42-33, Southeastern Oklahoma leads this game at the half. We will be back in just a little bit with the second half of this one, fans. Don't you go anywhere. This is the GAC Sports Network.
At Ouachita, we care deeply for our students, and we are seeking to invest in them every day.
My professors are some of the best people I've ever met. They love me, they care for me, they care about my well-being.
Faculty are so open to helping you, even outside of the classroom. Like the night before the test, they'll stay up till late in case you need help. And they're really open about that, just really helping you understand everything.
The faculty has challenged me in a way that I feel equipped for whatever comes my way outside of Ouachita.
The faculty and staff really pour into me every day in class, but also out of class. They're really invested in my future.
We develop relationships, and we really seek to pour into the whole person.
Do you want more recognition for your team?
Who should I ask if I have any problems? How can I share my ideas?
How can you get involved and make it yours? Joining Student Athlete Advisory Committee allows your voice to be heard.
The mission of SAC is to enhance the total student athlete experience by promoting opportunity, protecting welfare, and fostering a positive image. Who is SAC?
SAC members are student athletes supporting other student athletes. SAC members vote on rules, partner with great organizations such as Make-A-Wish and Team Impact, and build pride on campus and in the community.
There are 3 different levels of SAC to get involved in. At the campus level, there are 307 Division II institutions that sponsor SAC. Each campus SAC is led by an athletic administrator and a committee made up of student athletes from a variety of athletic teams.
There are 24 Division II conferences, each with their own conference SAC. The representatives share best practices, success stories, and new ideas that can be brought back to each campus SAC.
The National SAC is made up of 1 student athlete from each of the 24 Division II conferences. These student athletes are your voice and are charged with the responsibility of relaying the overall student athlete voice for the division.
Your voice has value.
Get involved. Take ownership in your experience.
Leave a legacy.
Make it yours!
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault. Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
SAU feels like home because I've been treated like one of their own from the very beginning. While at SAU, I felt comfortable, encouraged, and motivated to succeed.
SAU feels like home because the atmosphere makes me feel secure and like I'm a part of a family.
SAU feels like home because everyone is here for our students. They care about our success.
Come visit SAU and see why so many students are saying that Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
What makes Henderson a better choice in education? Is it the campus or the buildings? Is it class size or professors with PhDs? Is it the cost, the value? What is it about Henderson?
It's me.
A strong educational foundation from Henderson put Richard Jacobs on the road to becoming a doctor. Today, he's at the forefront of pediatric research and care. Henderson prepares today's students for tomorrow because what counts is what you become. Henderson State University.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
What makes Henderson a better choice in education? Is it the campus or the buildings? Is it class size or professors with PhDs? Is it the cost, the value? What is it about Henderson?
It's me.
A strong educational foundation from Henderson put Richard Jacobs on the road to becoming a doctor. Today, he's at the forefront of pediatric research and care. Henderson prepares today's students for tomorrow because what counts is what you become. Henderson State University.
Opportunity begins here.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University.
Seize your opportunity. Soar to new heights with our nationally accredited aviation program.
Seize your opportunity.
Southeastern's renowned education program has launched thousands of teaching careers.
Seize your opportunity.
From occupational safety, health and business to behavioral and natural sciences.
Seize your opportunity.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University.
SC.edu.
Log on now
and seize your opportunity.
Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
SAU feels like home to me because it is my home away from home. My professors, friends, and classmates have taken on a caring and supportive role for me.
SAU feels like home because the faculty treats me like a part of their family and they do everything in their power to help me succeed.
SAU feels like home to me because the atmosphere on campus makes me feel secure and like I'm part of a family.
Come visit SAU and see why so many students are saying that Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
Southern Nazarene University was just ranked the best college in the state of Oklahoma by Money Magazine. That's big news, but it's not a surprise to us. Money ranks SNU as one of the top 50 colleges you can actually get into, and in the top 50 most affordable private colleges in the nation. Why travel when Southern Nazarene University is right here in Bethany, Oklahoma? Inspired academic excellence in a success-driven environment. Southern Nazarene University, the best college in Oklahoma.
At the University of Arkansas at Monticello, yes you can.
For me, that meant that I could afford to go to college. When I was considering colleges, it was important to find one that my parents and I could afford. So I was happy to find that I could attend the University of Arkansas at Monticello at one of the lowest costs of any four-year college in the state. Affordability, tradition, a great college experience. It all comes together here at UAM.
At the University of Arkansas at Monticello, yes you can.
I'll ride the highway, I'm going my way.
If you're a free-range chicken, you roam free. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to GEICO. It's what you do.
Yeah.
A triangle solo? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Sam and Joanna saved by switching to GEICO. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to GEICO.
Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
SAU feels like home because I've made lifelong friendships with people who care about me.
SAU feels like home because I'm part of so many traditions that create meaning for my college experience.
SAU feels like home because it's the perfect size to find people you share common interests with.
Come visit SAU and see why so many students are saying that Southern Arkansas University feels like home.
I knew engineering would be a challenge, but that hasn't stopped me. Here, I could create a new organization and networking opportunities for women in STEM fields. At Arkansas Tech, I'm more than just a student. My name is Emily Torrialba, and I am a trailblazer.
At Arkansas Tech University, I find harmony between art and science. Here, I can sing into a microphone and learn how one works. Whether it's performing on the field or solving an equation, I'm constantly evolving to meet tomorrow's challenges.
A solid shooting performance in the first half from Southeastern, and they have a 42-33 lead against Arkansas Tech, and words are hard. Markel Henderson hitting a couple of threes. He goes 4 of 5 in the first half for 11 points. Joey, 2 players in double figures for Arkansas Tech. They're right here in this thing, even though they're down by 12. A 3 at the buzzer sent us to halftime from R.J. Glasper.
Well, at Bartlesville, at least that class of elementary students looks like they're cheering for the Storm. I see some Storm references there, but you're right. A couple of players, including Alex Brown. He has a game-high 12 points right now, and 10 points for R.J. Glasper. No surprise. We expected that. He's 3 for 7 from the field. Numbers that stand out to me also, Michael, Southeastern, as the Storm being cheered for by those elementary students again. Southeastern led by Markel Henderson. He has 11 points, 4 for 5 shooting from the field, 3 for 4 from behind the arc, including the one you saw there at the end of the half. Kevin Buckingham, now get this, 9 points, most of them coming in the early going, 8 rebounds. He has 4 offensive boards, the only 4 offensive boards for Southeastern of the 20 that they brought in, leading the rebounding battle 20-15 over Tech, 9 and 8. And the other thing that stands out to me is the contrast in styles right now that the defense is giving up. Southeastern with 10 assists, Arkansas Tech with only 5. But we'll talk about why in just a moment when Tech gets the ball, and that's why Southeastern gets an assist.
There's Buckingham starting off the way he started the first half with a quick bucket. 11 now for Buckingham.
He has the 11 points, another assist for the Storm. They're 11 now. But the defense that Southeastern is offering is allowing for trips to the basket, one-on-one moves for Arkansas Tech. They don't need as many assists.
Williams around Buckingham.
And case in point with Williams right there. You get the trip to the basket. You're not getting the offside help on defense. Williams takes advantage of it and gets 2 points for the Wonder Boys.
Fouls were not a problem in the first half, so we should have the mainstays out on the court in this second half for this one, you would think, and should be a good second half. Williams the rebound. Yep.
Great block.
Freddie Lee getting a little fancy. Glasper underneath to Williams, some trouble, and he stayed with it.
You know, Buckingham with just the one personal foul, still staying home there, not going to get in foul trouble in the early going in the second half, and Williams just took advantage of it.
But clearly an adjustment from Tech to go right to the rim in this second half. Lob inside intended for Buckingham, taken away by Williams. Whoa, big collision, and they call it a trip on Dworsky.
Oh, that's the second consecutive offensive possession for Southeastern with a pass trying to get into the lane, and the quick hands, Brown and then Williams to pick it off, take it the other direction. If there's a question as to how Tech gets back into this contest, they were trailing by 12 just seconds before the end of the half. I think it does start with the defense.
Southeastern having some trouble pulling in the defensive rebounds right now, and it results in 3 for Alex Brown. 4-point game.
And the last 5 points have come off Southeastern turnovers.
7-0 run for the Wonder Boys in just over a minute of play. Brown with 15 points now. Buckingham finds the open man. It's Everett. Oh, long three. No good that time from Alex Brown, but another offensive rebound. Brown, a better look, a better result.
A 9-point deficit suddenly become a 1-point deficit. Arkansas Tech taking care of business to open the second half.
18 points for Alex Brown. Southeastern still by just 1 now. And our first time out of the second half. We'll step away on the GAC Sports Network.
I am a musician and a future engineer. My name is Jordan Davis, and I'm a lifelong learner.
In high school, people described me as bright,
hardworking, and dedicated.
That I had a big heart because I care about people and doing the right things.
Now, everywhere I look, I see an entire community just like that.
Learning more,
doing more, and caring more.
A community of mission, Harding University.
Hi, Connor here to show you around SWOSU and why we love it here.
Well, your friends are more like family.
I love the sports and concerts at the Pioneer Cellular Event Center and more than 100 clubs.
The small class sizes, 100 fields of study, and a nationally recognized pharmacy college. Close to OKC, and the best place for me. Come and see for yourself.
Southeastern's Kevin Buckingham had the first points of the second half, but since then a 10-0 run from the Wonder Boys. And Joey, they're down by just 1.
Well, you think there's some momentum coming into the half after that three-pointer at the buzzer? Wow, Tech's taking advantage of that, and they've made some slight adjustments on both sides of the ball.
Job tries to go inside, but not there. Instead to Buckingham. A step-back 3 from Buckingham over Klein. Ball loose, picked up by the Wonder Boys. Strong move to the rim for Brown, but he missed it, and that is rebound number 9 for Buckingham.
There was a Storm defender that got a hand on that, too.
Blocking foul called on Alex Brown.
And honestly, you know, we talk about players going to the court there. Brown was falling down before there was ever any contact.
Yeah.
I think that where Southeastern has started this first 3 minutes of the second half seeming to be much more tentative than it played in the first half. And there you see it. Arkansas Tech has played with abandon.
Well, they have.
They just really have taken the ball to the rack. The defense has been up tempo. They're playing to play for win, not just to stay close.
Arkansas Tech took both regular season matchups against Southeastern. Klein, short on the three. Nobody guarding Everett. Takes the shot.
Well, and Buckingham was drawing the defense to him. You know, after the shot was taken, Buckingham, the first one down the court, he had already established he was asking for it all the way down. He threw the defenders in.
Glasper, the freshman of the year, in between the legs dribble. Extra pass, Freddie Lee, and that one won't go. Buckingham is 10th rebound. A double-double for Kevin Buckingham. Everett again, this time right at the rim. Markel Henderson comes up with it for Southeastern, a fresh shot clock. Coach Kelly Green picked up a technical foul in the first half. He's telling Dworsky to go. Job will launch, and Job has 9 points. Whatever Coach Kelly Green was doing with his hands over there, it worked. He was really moving them.
I'm expecting someone to steal second. That's with all that goes on from Coach Green.
Coach Klein's doing the same thing. He was. Out of rhythm that time for Glasper. Everett 1 on 3, and he's got the layup.
Well, he had the inside track. The defense backed away. Somebody has to cut through in front of him to disrupt him. They did not, and Everett straight to the basket.
Now Southeastern's on an 8-0 run, and they lead by 9 again.
Didn't we see this last night?
I think so. Looked good, and it is for R.J. Glasper.
Well, a little while ago, I was concerned that Arkansas Tech was not only not going to meet its 85-point average, it wasn't going to top 70. That's really not a concern right now. And with another steal for Lee, 2-on-1.
Glasper, a 3, and it doesn't go. Markel Henderson, the rebound. Oh, you're right.
That's a silly foul.
Yeah.
It really is. You have momentum, you have that. There's no reason to swipe in like that. Takes us to a break.
14:47 to play in the second half. Southeastern 52, Arkansas Tech 46 on the GAC Sports Network.
Hi, Connor here to show you around SWOSU and why we love it here.
Well, your friends are more like family.
I love the sports and concerts at the Pioneer Cellular Event Center and more than 100 clubs.
The small class sizes, 100 fields of study, and a nationally recognized pharmacy college. Close to OKC is the best place for me. Come and see for yourself.
A 10-0 run from Arkansas Tech, an 8-0 run from Southeastern. And right now it's 52-46. Southeastern leads Arkansas Tech with 14:47 to play in the second half. Well, it's the 4-5 matchup. Sometimes it's not always as close as we want it to be, but we're seeing a good one here in our first game of day number 2 of the 2018 tournament.
Oh, we are. This is exciting. This is fun basketball to watch. You know, we saw a couple of games yesterday in which the defense really stepped up from both teams, caused the scoring to be down a little bit. Sometimes that, for a casual fan, that may not be as much fun to watch. I don't think there's any fan base that doesn't enjoy this. It's fun. The defense picking up at times. As a matter of fact, I'd say a significant portion of the Arkansas Tech offense has been predicated by its defense here in the second half. So you're getting all facets of the game. It's an enjoyable afternoon.
And Joey, it's also been a year of first already on the men's side in a lot of ways.
We saw Southern Nazarene win a tournament game, saw Northwestern win a tournament game, saw Northwestern win any kind of NCAA playoff game. That's the first win for the Rangers yesterday, the first in athletic program history since being a member of D2.
And they were excited about it. Coach Durden, he knew that fact. Everett's fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. That's a really good Northwestern team, and they're going to take on the winner of East Central and Arkansas Monticello on Saturday at 2:15. Southern Nazarene will take on the winner of this contest Saturday at noon.
Go
ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, continuing the first, we saw Oklahoma Baptist make it to the GAC tournament. The women team made it in, and Boy, put a scare in the top seed last night, too.
Sure did. Everett missing the free throw, but staying with it. And the referee got the call right there. It looked like it went off of Buckingham. Hopefully Everett's okay. A little bit slow to rise back to his feet.
He'll just go ahead and take a seat right now. Southeastern bringing in DJ Henderson.
Well, again, Coach Green's got that luxury to go to a guy like Henderson who's come in and made an impact. 2-3 three-pointers already. Glasper to the rim.
I'll tell you what, he left Nesbitt behind.
He sure did. Jump pass from Dworsky, but they'll reset. Good defense from Montrell Williams inside right now. 10 on the shot clock. Henderson has to hurry. 4 to shoot. Oh, he stuttered the dribble just enough, and it's poked away. Shot clock violation. I thought he was going to be able to recover and get a shot away.
He started his move, it seemed like a little bit late, but as he took it down that left side, seemed to be plenty of time to get it done, then just lost the ball.
Torrey Everett did not stay on the bench long. He's back in. We'll give Dworsky a rest. Jeremy Grace, Freddie Lee, Alex Brown, Montrell Williams, and R.J. Glasper, the 5 on the floor for the Wonder Boys. Five-point Southeastern lead. Williams loses it. It's been fun to watch those two go at it today.
Boy, it really has. And that one, I mean, with Buckingham there, Williams just lost control of this dribble, and it's a turnover.
Talked a lot yesterday about the scoring being up on the men's side this year. Buckingham's been one of those guys, ranked 9th in the league in points per game at just about 15. Williams reaches high to block the shot. Here comes Freddie Lee. He has Glasper on the wing. Good pump by Glasper, but a defensive rebound to stop that threat.
Not only with an incredible block, but kept it in bounds.
Great pass. And Williams will be called for the foul on Miles Nesbitt.
Wow. Well, Michael, you know, just before the half, that is an issue I wanted to address is the play here. And the men's side for the Great American Conference, you've got Arkansas Monticello, and we talked about them, preseason favorite, the number 6 seed in this tournament. East Central, of course, winning the championship last year. It's a little bit different makeup to that Tiger team, but still, number 3 seed this year. I don't believe that either of those teams really have slacked off at all. I mean, from preseason hopes. What you're seeing in the Great American Conference right now is many of the other men's teams stepping up, rising. The talent level and the team level of these teams in the GAC is increasing, improving, you know, getting better, all those positive things that you can say about it. It's not mediocrity, like that shot wasn't mediocrity. It's not mediocrity. It's that the high tide is making all ships rise.
No, you're right. And for the second day in a row, Arkansas Tech fans are on the edge of their seat wondering if their team's going to come away with a win. Alex Brown has 21 points.
And by the way, Tech has already matched its assist total less than 8 minutes in of what it had in the previous 20 minutes in the first half.
Wow.
10 assists total.
Everett, he's open. Buckingham pulls in an offensive rebound. Underneath to a one-hand jam for Markel Henderson.
Having fun yet?
I think Jay Lindley just jumped out of his seat down there a little ways down from us. Play-by-play man for Southeastern. 7-point Savage Storm lead. Could it be a 3 again from Brown? Not that time.
When you talk about the play-by-play guys, we do need to mention the radio and the media types throughout the GAC. Fantastic, not only fantastic men and ladies, but also very talented in what they do as we broadcast this game from Adam Hooper Memorial Press Row.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the media timeout. We'll keep it right here for this one. We want to make sure we recognize Adam during this game. He's a longtime volunteer here in Bartlesville at the GAC tournament, but a local radio personality for many years as well, who passed away about 7 weeks after the GAC tournament last year. And at his funeral service, one of the amazing things was to see and hear a letter written from a member of the GAC talking about the impact Adam made on people in the GAC, the impact he made on his community, and we certainly miss him. We wish he was here. I know you and I both drink Sprite. He would have been right here to say, can I get you another Sprite, even though I know you already have one. And I know the community misses him as well. 58-51 is our score, Joey. It's been pretty much all Southeastern. Arkansas Tech has had the lead for less than 2 minutes in this entire game. And it got close there at the start of the second half, a 10-0 Arkansas Tech run, but Southeastern's been able to hold that off.
Well, countered that with an 8-0 run of its own, did Southeastern. And Southeastern got off to the early lead and have been able to hold off Tech. Now that the adjustments have been made, Tech really came out of the intermission just guns a-blazing, playing at an up-tempo on both sides of the ball. Southeastern, it took them about 3 minutes to match that level. Since that time, scores hovered around, a 5 to 7 point deficit. Storm still maintaining that distance.
It's Arkansas Tech basketball. RJ Glasper with 15 points. The Stars have done their part tonight. Alex Brown has 21. Who's going to step up and make something happen that we're not used to seeing is the question.
No, there's another one for Brown. Give him 23. And that usually is the question to ask in a tournament game. Who's going to be that X factor? Who's going to come out? If the marquee names are living up to the billing, as we're seeing here, we've seen from Williams, we've seen from Buckingham, a solid double-double from him. Who's going to step up?
A deep three. Shot clock winding down a bit there. Glasper the rebound. He wants to keep it all the way. With the foul prior to the shot. On Miles Nesbitt, his first. Third team foul against Southeastern in the second half. Nesbitt goes out. Be interesting to see if the foul count starts to add up. And here's one now. Southeastern's had a few stretches in this game where they haven't been able to get the rebounds on defense.
Looking at the stats here really quickly, Arkansas Tech doesn't have a particularly deep bench. Southeastern's bench is deeper. We haven't seen this yet this year. I mean, both coaches, a very limited lineup. No one going more than 3 deep on his bench.
Well, there's a backup getting another 3, and Klein has matched his season average of 6 points a game. Southeastern by 2, 58-56. Henderson will launch. Had Dworsky open in the corner, but couldn't get it over that way.
Well, it wasn't the shot either Henderson, I think, or Green wanted.
Brown threw it away. First touched by Buckingham and picked up by Job. Montrell Williams out of the game right now. They go to Buckingham against Grace. Buckingham backs him down. And a foul on Grace. That's 4 on Jeremy Grace.
He's played in 27 games this year, coming off the bench in each one of them. He adds valuable time to this Wonder Boy team. You talk about time on the court too, Michael. You have 2 of the top 5 in the conference in minutes played. They're out there right now, including the player that spends the most time on the court, Jet Jobe, averaging about 35 minutes per game. That's 35 out of a possible 40.
Yeah.
And Jobe's been out there for 27 so far. Just a brief spell for him.
A good free throw shooter for Buckingham. He hits both. Grace is going to launch a three. Henderson couldn't come up with it, but his teammate there to help him out, Dworsky. Dworsky's played a lot of minutes too.
And he's the other one.
Yep.
He averages about 33 minutes per game.
Fifth best in the league.
Fifth best in the
most.
league, yeah.
Also fifth best in assists at 4.9 a game, 133 at the end of the regular season. And he has 6 assists in this game. Another one close at the rim.
Well,
Grace's first 2 points.
That's a fantastic move by Grace to be open. Little defensive letdown there for Southeastern that Grace was so open, but he found a way. And
Henderson redirecting at the rim and going up with a right hand.
Wow.
Klein, 2 3-pointers. Misfire that time. It's out of bounds off a Tech. Watch out. A collision near the bench.
Well, 2 players going for the ball at the same time there, and one knocked it away from the other.
How about the play of Henderson there? If he goes straight at him, probably going to have a charge.
He adjusted and still had the strength in the air to push that up and over the rim.
Southeastern had a 16-point lead with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's tightened up. Still a 2-possession game now. Montrell Williams is back in. Whoa, a high pass to Henderson.
No, you're being kind. That was a high pass to the elementary students up there in the upper deck.
Well, it's a good thing he threw it to Henderson. 6'5", he's got long arms as well. Media timeout, 7:38 remaining. Henderson at the free throw line when we come back. And Southeastern by 6 on the GAC Sports Network.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
In any way that we can.
To get a friend home safe.
To never blame the victim.
It's on us.
To stand up.
To make our community safe for all.
It's on us.
It's on us to look out for each other at parties.
It's on us.
To be more than just a bystander.
To step up and say something.
Rim, though.
It's on us, all of us.
To stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Southeastern looking for its first tournament win here in Bartlesville, 64-58. Leading Arkansas Tech with 7:38 remaining. Talked about it earlier. It would be a big win for Kelly Green in his 7th season as the head coach. He's taking every second of this huddle to make sure his team's ready.
Well, it would be huge. I think there are games that are big for programs, games that are big for individuals too. And, you know, I've had an opportunity to visit with Coach Green a number of times over the last 7 years. He's not looking for this for him, but it would be big for him.
Sure would. 2 tournament championships for Arkansas Tech, one coming in 2012 when they defeated 7th seed Southwestern. And they won again in 2015, taking down the 2nd seed East Central. Never count out the 5 seed in this tournament on the men's side. There have been several 5 seeds win from 2013. It was Ouachita. 2014, it was Harding. Just mentioned Tech in 15.
And the 5 seed this year?
Arkansas Tech.
Arkansas Tech. Still very much within range here.
Markel Henderson's having a day, 20 points now.
I'll tell you what, the winner of this one, though, gets the fine honor of getting to take on a very solid Southern Nazarene team.
No doubt about that. Only one conference loss. Glasper in the paint. floats it in.
And again, that's on a last-second shot, and they lost by 1 point.
Yep, on the road.
Wow.
Dworsky bottled up, finds Everett. Haven't heard from Everett in a while. Got that one to go. That was just awkward all the way around.
It was. That was one of those shots of, oh, I have to take this now, because he was so open. And those are shots that are often missed too. You can be too open.
Making sure he didn't travel as well. We're inside 7 to play in the second half. There's Montrell Williams against Buckingham. Will go the reverse, and he got it to go.
That was a fantastic move. Williams asking for it from the moment it went to the left side of the court. Saw the move that he had in mind, and I mean, he executed that perfectly.
So smooth on his way to the rim. Dworsky drives on Grace, another layup. I've been impressed with the way he has protected the basketball. Some point guards would have taken that 3 there.
Right.
He drove all the way in, got a better look.
Well, I think part of what you're seeing too.
Buckingham sends it out of bounds.
Wow. The Tech listen, Tech right now could use a timeout. The media timeout's still a little more than 2 minutes away, but on defense, you saw a little bit of playing back on heels right now. And Coach Green being warned. A second technical would mean an early exit for this game from him.
He had to go stand behind the coach's line, and he stood right on it. 25 points for Alex Brown. Here's Dworsky again. He sees something against Grace.
He does. He really does. And there is not the same help that we saw earlier. This is a one-on-one matchup that you saw on 2 back-to-back trips down the court, and Dworsky got the better end of the deal. Tech has to come over and help. Now, that's going to leave Buckingham or someone else open, but you're not getting the same looks on D as you did at the start of this half.
It's a short bench for Arkansas Tech, but they're going to bring Josiah Thomas back in here in a moment. Misfire from Brown. It's a big possession here for Southeastern. They could go up double figures. I think if you're Dworsky, you go at it again,
now
right?
it's a shift now. They put Lee over on, but he is going again. Went right side that time, pulled it up.
Eight on the shot clock. Dworsky with a couple of layups, now a 15-footer.
Wow. All right, Adam Dworsky, welcome to Bartlesville.
Yeah, absolutely. R.J. Glasper's got to get it going again. There's Brown. Buckingham blocked that. And a rebound. That was not an easy rebound. And Montrell Williams is holding his eyes. They're injured a little bit. Buckingham will head to the line. Let's see if they call a timeout.
You know what? I don't think Coach Klein's going to do it. He has just 2 left.
Yeah.
Can you hold on for another 28-plus seconds?
Referee checking with Montrell Williams. Are they going to give him a timeout? Injury timeout?
I think they're going to review what happened.
Yep. Okay.
All right, Michael, you look back over the last few minutes, it has become now a 10-point advantage for Southeastern. You said that was a big play as they get an opportunity to look at it right here. Now, Williams is down on the right block, and he went up with Buckingham. Doesn't look like there's anything untoward going on. If there's contact here, it's incidental.
If anything, I think it was just a good rebound.
Yes.
He just got hit on the way down.
Yeah, just got hit on the way down. There's no intentional contact there. Contact nonetheless. I mean, no doubt. Williams is dealing with something. The play of Dworsky here in the last 3 to 4 minutes of game time has just been impressive. And I think the pull-up jumper from the left elbow probably was as big as anything. He saw something, you're right, on those layups, but he stepped back, pulled up there and drained a 15-footer. The lost art of the mid-range jumper, not lost on him.
Yeah, the line for Dworsky in 34 minutes, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And Buckingham with 13 and 13 now has 14 points.
Well, throw in for Buckingham a couple of assists and a couple of blocks as well.
Tech's been at the free throw line just 7 times in this game.
Actually, 3 blocks to go with 3 steals. There's a stat line right there.
Absolutely. Tech realizing the clock's against them now. Roll the ball all the way to half court. Glasper, missed layup, and an offensive rebound. That did not hit the rim. Lee with a drive, hard hit, he got the basket to go. Foul on Jet Job.
Well, went back to a man-to-man defense, and that's where Arkansas Tech was taking advantage of things in the early going, even though a lot of those shots were falling. Lee went up strong. By the way, while we still are close to talking about Buckingham's stat line, how about this? Of the 13 rebounds, 6 offensive.
Wow.
I mean, he really is taking care of business on both ends of the court.
Southeastern with 4 players in double figures, led by Markel Henderson's 20. Still amazed at how these point guards are getting to the rim, though. Quiet day for Freddie Lee.
No help.
Yeah, that's
I mean, seriously, it's amazing to see that they're not getting the help on defense that they need, and the point guards are just having a field day right now.
Dworsky with 12 points. Made his last 3 shots. Not a great pass. Poked away by Williams. Here he comes, spinning away, and Buckingham will be called for the foul, and a hard fall for Montrell Williams. He has been roughed up today.
I'll tell you what, you cannot give a soft pass against this Tech defense. They will just take that all afternoon.
We'll step away, 76-67. Southeastern leads Arkansas Tech. We're inside 4 to play in the second half on the GAC Sports Network. Arkansas Tech trailing 76-67 with 3:49 to play in the second half from the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. It's our 3rd quarterfinal men's game. We've got another one coming up between 3 and 6 seed East Central and Arkansas Monticello. Officials taking a look at the replay from a moment ago and checking on the foul here. Again, it's Buckingham and Montrell Williams involved in a collision, but it was just a good play.
Yeah, it was a
good
solid
foul. To not let Williams get the dunk on you.
I don't think you can ask for a better foul to stop the 2 points because Williams is strong. He's strong, and if he's going to go up like that, you're going to have to bring something solid to try to stop it. But again, nothing intentional to cause harm.
A 66% free throw shooter. 0 for 2 at the line so far in the game. Changes that here. Wonder if Arkansas Tech will begin to full court press. Looks like they will. I think you have to, right? But they didn't get Henderson. Oh, got the turnover anyways. Glasper steps in the passing lane.
And again, a Tech turnover stepping in the passing lane. Buckingham.
Block shot by Buckingham and a rebound. And now a foul.
Yeah.
That's 5 on Jeremy Grace.
No, this is the Tech defense. They're not allowing anything come in the lane. And any kind of pass that is not crisp, and even the crisp ones, Tech is there. Johnny on the spot. Do a great job on defense.
afternoon done for Grace. 2 points in 21 minutes. 1-1. Buckingham has 16. Averaged 15 and 6.5 a game this season. His rebounding total was 8th best in the league. I think what you're seeing out of Southeastern, it's not just one player. That's what we've seen a lot from them last few years, but they're getting.
That's right. It's a team effort today.
From, like 4 players in double figures.
And Job with 9.
Klein deep in the corner.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's his 3rd three-pointer. And we have a timeout. Arkansas Tech taking the timeout, so they have just 1 remaining. We'll keep it here, 78-72. Southeastern with the lead by 6, and
well,
see how Coach Klein uses that last timeout now.
Klein didn't give me the opportunity to say, hey, listen, they're about a 3-pointer away from really cutting into this thing, and you hit some of those shots, 3:26, plenty of time for Tech, and really, realistically, there's no need for a bunch of 3-pointers. You get a couple more defensive stops, like what the Wonder Boys have done, taking advantage of some errant passes and just being quick to position there, just back within this one. But they do need stops.
Yeah, Tech's actually protected the basketball a little bit better today than Southeastern has. Savage Storm with 14 turnovers, Tech with 8. Dworsky guarded by Lee. Savage Storm will start to use the clock to their advantage. I think you try to get the ball back to Buckingham. Oh, he was open. Good job by Job at the rim. It wouldn't fall.
I think that's the right shot. Just went everywhere but in.
Lee drives.
I think that the same is true on the other end. Get it back to Williams.
Lee steps in. Short. That might have been a pass. Brown cleans it up.
Yeah. I think we should call it a pass.
Yeah.
Give him the assist on that one. I don't know.
No. Alex Brown has
Benefit
27.
of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Big possession for both sides here. Buckingham draws a double team. And
boy, there's a lot of contact now. It's out of bounds.
Okay.
It's going to stay with Southeastern. Coach Kelly Green doing a phenomenal job of internalizing his thoughts.
15 on the shot clock on the inbounds to Dworsky. Now down to 10. He's got to hurry. 4 to shoot for Dworsky to the rim. He falls down.
He was too strong. Good
we have
defensive.
2 minutes remaining.
Good stop for Tech.
Southeastern's not had a field goal in the last 3 minutes of play, and Glasper makes it a 2-point game. Well, again, you've got a school represented here with 2 tournament championships and another one looking for their first tournament win. Everett on the drive, he's fouled. Arkansas Tech fans don't like it.
No.
We don't want some of the women's players to get thrown out here today, do we?
Tech women's team cheering on their counterparts here.
Fouls on Josiah Thomas, his first. Big free throws.
It really is, and it's a much higher percentage shot for Southeastern. I think it's a good job driving on the inside that time. Everett did what he needed to do. Of course, he drew the contact. That's big also, but when it's not going right, you're not getting field goals to fall, you may want to look for those higher percentage shots, and that's what he took.
2 for 2 for Everett. Southeastern above their scoring average.
Tech,
75 a game, now had 80.
Still doesn't need a three-pointer, but it would be big.
It would be. Glasper on with Everett guarding. Extra pass into the corner, it's Klein, and he did not get it to go. My goodness, it was that close.
All points but in.
Referee calling time here, asking the captains to come over, or at least, nope. Thought they were telling Buckingham to come over. They're going to take a look at something again on the monitor.
Well, they may look to see who knocked it out.
I think you're right. It'll be a big call, 4-point game. Everett had the position underneath.
Well, if it grazed Everett's fingertips, that might be it. But that's about the closest thing. Looked like the momentum was taken from the swat from behind.
Yep. Off of Arkansas Tech. With 1:13 remaining. Inbounds to Dworsky, and he's fouled. Freddie Lee really didn't want the foul there,
Yep.
I don't think. Coach Klein is a little bit in disbelief.
And that's the 10th foul, too. That's a double bonus now.
4 fouls on Freddie Lee.
Not the biggest thing right now. I think that's important, but with Dworsky on the free throw line, an 89% free throw shooter, that is the bigger thing.
Yeah, the league's 2 best free throw shooters are out there on the court. R.J. Glasper had the best free throw average at 92.1, and Dworsky right behind him. And Dworsky misses 1 of 2. How about that? 5-point game. Glasper driving on Buckingham, and they call a foul on Buckingham.
Yeah, it was a quick foul, but it's the right call to make. And that's a fantastic move that time by Glasper. Starts top of the key, sees the opening on the left side. Little contact, not a lot, but still the right call.
Well, we just mentioned Glasper's free throw shooting percentage. He now has 20 points. 3 players in this game with 20 or more. Alex Brown leads all scorers with 27. That extra dribble from Glasper.
I'm telling you, it gets me every time.
I know.
Little hesitation.
Nesbitt's got to get the ball inbound. Jobe across the half-court line. Everett with less than a minute called for an offensive foul. Now Coach Green is in disbelief. We'll see it again.
I did not see that Glasper was set.
Kylie Ladd can't believe it.
Played quite a ball game yesterday. She'll be
nervous,
featured again tomorrow.
Chance to get within 1. A chance to tie, perhaps, for the Wonder Boys.
Well, there's Klein in the corner. You know he wants to take a shot at it. And why not? He's been quite effective.
40 seconds left. Williams for 3, no good. Rebound Southeastern, Everett has it. And it's taken away.
Steal by
Lee comes away with it. Glasper a long 3. Rebound Everett, and he's fouled.
Didn't need the second 3. First one, good look. Second one, a little bit much. Still time.
I don't think Coach Green breathed in the last 10 seconds, because as soon as they finally secured the rebound, he took a big, deep breath. Glasper's 3rd foul. And Tori Everett, 73.6% at the line during the course of the year. He's 3 of 4 in the contest and missed that one badly.
Wow. Well, you talk about pulling the string.
24 seconds left. Everett makes it a 4-point game. Southeastern will pressure a little bit.
Need 2 baskets. No matter which ones they are, I need 2 baskets quickly.
Glasper, offensive foul.
And Job, no question, he was on the block waiting.
Arkansas Tech takes its last timeout. Or no, they're just going to go to the monitor again. Take a look here.
I'm not sure exactly what to look at there.
82-78, Southeastern by 4 points with 15.5 to play. I tell you what, Joey, the shooting of Southeastern in this game has held up throughout the game. 53% now for the game. They were at 55% in the first half. That's made the difference.
It really has. I'm surprised by that. And still haven't made a field goal in quite a while.
Yeah.
And that again, that's not a derogatory statement. I'm surprised. Wow. Job is not only outside the arc, he's outside the lane. He's set up for that long in advance.
So Miles Nesbitt to inbound for Southeastern. You would imagine a quick foul. Buckingham wide open. He can just hold it there for a while. And he's fouled by Alex Brown.
They go back to that. I mean, for Southeastern to maintain that shooting percentage, even with the lack of field goals that have gone in the last 4 minutes and 39 seconds.
Yep.
I mean, they're on a stretch of having scored from the field in that long. But to keep up that kind of pace, it really has. I mean, it's a testament to what they've done and how far this program's come, but really just even this single game here in Bartlesville, this is big.
Well, the current trends say they've made 6 of their last 8, so they just haven't taken very many shots in the last 5 minutes. A lot of free throws. Now 18 of 23 as a team at the free throw line. And Buckingham just about seals this, I would think. 6-point game, 13 seconds left. Oh, a high dribble from Glasper. Long three, desperation.
Wow.
He hit it. R.J. Glasper with 24. 7.9 remaining, and it's a one-possession game again.
That is huge. The timeout on the court. It's a full timeout.
We'll take it as well. Back in a moment for the conclusion. Southeastern inbounding up by 3 on the GAC Sports Network.
What makes Henderson a better choice in education? Is it the campus or the buildings? Is it class size or professors with PhDs? Is it the cost, the value? What is it about Henderson?
It's me.
A strong educational foundation from Henderson put Richard Jacobs on the road to becoming a doctor. Today, he's at the forefront of pediatric research and care. Henderson prepares today's students for tomorrow because what counts is what you become. Henderson State University.
Arkansas Tech out of timeout. Southeastern still has 2 remaining, and the Savage Storm lead the Wonder Boys by 3 with 7.9 seconds remaining. Joey, R.J. Glasper just hit a monstrous 3 to give him 24 points.
And listen, that was a pure shot. No doubt about that one. I mean, he knew what he was shooting, rattled in. What a great look. They gave him enough space. He may take one more free throw here, Michael.
You would think you'd have to get the ball to Dworsky or Buckingham, the 2 best free throw shooters. Dworsky's at half court.
Somebody's asking for no goalie here. They want to bring all 5 down.
Yeah, you're right. Inbounds does go to Buckingham. He'll dribble out about 2 seconds. That wasn't on Glasper, was it? That's his 5th. Really can't have that happen right there.
I agree.
He didn't know it.
Well, and that's why he was asking for help down here. He knew who he was guarding.
Yeah, if you know you're going to foul there, you almost have to bring somebody else in. R.J. Glasper, the freshman of the year, is fouled out with 24 points.
Now, it may be a moot point if Buckingham can hit 1 of 2 here.
Misses the first one. Southeastern looking for their first postseason win since the Lone Star Conference semifinals in 2007.
I was
win
there.
Over West Texas A&M, and Joey
was
was there.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Southeast, that was a Sweet 16 team.
Buckingham makes it a 4-point game, and Coach Green wants a timeout. That predates me at Southeastern, but we know Joey was there.
I was a part of the call on those games. Southeastern made a run up through the number 2 seed, by the way, in the region, and didn't actually the number 1 seed in the region. I take that back. The number 1 seed in the region wound up not getting to host the regional. The regional went to Warrensburg, Missouri. Central Missouri hosted. And the two teams were very evenly matched, and Central Missouri won there in the multipurpose building there in Warrensburg, and Southeastern a Sweet 16 team that year, just this far away from the Elite Eight.
So we know the Lone Star Conference played some tournament games here in Bartlesville, but
Yes.
where was that one played in 2007?
That was south of the river.
Okay. I'll go with that.
Trying to ride just south of the river.
I think you're right.
I'm trying to recall where it was. They become a blur. I just remember.
Southeastern by 4. Did I just stump you? Maybe?
I think you did. I'm now going to look it up.
Freddie Lee from half court. And it's picked up by Thomas, but that's at the buzzer. And Southeastern has won its first GAC tournament game by 2 points over Arkansas Tech, 85-83. What a game.
Wow, that was a fantastic game.
And to wrap it up, the third member of our crew, take it away, Paul Smith.
85-83, Southeastern Oklahoma, the 4th seed, will advance to a matchup tomorrow at noon against regular season champion Southern Nazarene. Well, folks, in just about 30 minutes, we'll be back with the other men's quarterfinal as 3rd seed East Central takes on 6th-seeded Arkansas Monticello. Southeastern Oklahoma advances. We'll be back in just a half an hour. For my broadcast colleagues Michael Westbrook and Joey McWilliams, I'm Paul Smith. Back in a half hour on the GAC Sports Network.
At Ouachita, we care deeply for our students, and we are seeking to invest in them every day.
My professors are some of the best people I've ever met. They love me, they care for me, they care about my well-being.
Faculty are so open to helping you, even outside of the classroom. Like the night before the test, they'll stay up till late in case you need help. And they're really open about that, just really helping you understand everything.
The faculty has challenged me in a way that I feel equipped for whatever comes my way outside of Ouachita.
The faculty and staff really pour into me every day in class, but also out of class. They're really invested in my future.
We develop relationships, and we really seek to pour into the whole person.